Hello and welcome into the Lions Altcast, a different way to watch the preseason finale between the Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Jim Costa from 97.1 The Ticket. Mornings with John Jansen. More on him shortly. We have a bunch of guests set to join us throughout the broadcast today as we watch the Lions get ready for the regular season, put the final notes on the roster, and get ready for the most anticipated Lions season maybe ever. This is the tune-up game for Ford Field as well. First-time fans are back at Ford Field before the regular season. You're at Ford Field right now. Can you give people at home an idea of what the energy's like? Lions fans are very excited.
It's crazy. I was just telling Mike Disner, our COO over there, that, man, we got a great turnout for this game, and the energy's always here. And I want fans to understand how important that is. And I go back to my days playing in the Silver Dome, and what a home field advantage that is. And you might as well get their own practice in here before the Rams come in a couple weeks. I think we were actually a year ahead of schedule. I think we have a better team this year than we did last year. I think there's more depth. I think Brad and Dan have brought in a lot of competition. And when you bring competition in, that gets the very best out of people, especially at this level.
Now, Steven, what are you looking forward to today?
Man, I'm excited about what Coach Campbell has done over the last 4 years. Strong leadership, great offensive coordinator in Ben Johnson, and obviously, Aaron's turned that defense around to be a top run defense and lead a big force. There's some great competition, man, especially in that quarterback position with Hooker and Nate, kind of seeing how that plans out at the number 2 spot. But a lot of excitement on the defense as well, with Brant going to safety, and just a lot of movement in the linebacker room as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it all pans out.
And this new face you're seeing, Sam Richardson, actor, comedian, repping the Lions wherever he goes. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you very much. What's up? I appreciate being here.
Yeah, we love having you here, and I think it's a fun perspective. I know you've been repping the Lions before it was cool, whether you were in L.A. or Chicago. I'm sure it's a little different now when you tell people you're a Lions fan.
Yeah, now everybody's like, oh, bandwagon. I'm like, no, man, I've been here from day one, or my day one. That was 40 years ago.
Yeah, one of the youngest teams to now one of the most experienced teams is unbelievable. What Campbell has done, especially as a player coach, to turn this team around, unbelievable. I think he's one of the best coaches, in my opinion, since I've been there, since Caldwell coached us when we were there from a leadership perspective. But, man, he's just unbelievable what he's done.
Steven, I heard you laugh when we saw Golden Tate.
Yeah.
You got a good Golden Tate story for us?
I didn't know he was at the game. I'll see him in a couple of weeks. But Golden Tate's the man. I mean, one of those players that can play literally every sport. He can play baseball, pickleball, golf. I mean, he's your all-around player. I mean, he's the number 1 pick when you're drafting a player in any sport. But phenomenal guy, great talent out of Notre Dame. My guy, GT, and just a phenomenal person. It's good to see him doing well. He looks in good shape, too, so it's good.
We got a question in the chat. This is a good one. It's a question for each of you guys. Your favorite Lions memory. Sam, let's start with you.
My favorite Lions memory is recent. It was being there when we won the NFC North Championship. So everybody around me and us in immediate tears, screaming. And I mean, lifelong fan, that was such an amazing game to be at. And just like, man, the city was so excited and so ready. That's my favorite recent. I mean, yeah.
As you've watched this team, it's been a lot of lows, and now we're starting to get more of those highs again. What's it been like watching them kind of climb up from Dan Campbell's first year to where they are this year?
It's just been so incredible to see the ability to, it sounds so stupid, but I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of years ago, we used to get really excited with the first downs, that was like the thing. And now it's like, all right, well, this first down's happening because we're top 5 in almost every statistical category in all of the offense. So let's just who needs to celebrate a first down now? Well, we celebrate touchdowns. We do touchdowns now. The thing that I'm really interested, and we'll see it week 1, I just want to see if these defensive improvements are enough. The secondary, to me, it's young. I love Carlton Davis. Don't get me wrong. And I saw Aqib Talib said something like this could be the best corner duo in the league. Like, I that scares me a little bit because that's very lofty. I just want to see them be able to defend the pass in a way where it is impossible to lose a 3 or 4, score lead late in games. That's to me, I think this offense is great. I actually think this season overall, 12 personnel, so the 2 tight end sets, teams that are going to be effectively operating out of those are going to have an advantage based on how we've seen the evolution of defenses and kind of this like chess, your move, my move situation. And that is something this team can do. So I think they're really well poised, and the offense I feel very strong about. I just want to know if this defense is for real.
When you look at the side-by-side, the blue pops, the numbers pop now with the changes that they've made in the
So
jerseys.
good. Yeah.
And it stands out more to me. I mean, not that I had a huge issue with the uniforms, to your point. It was always kind of a clean, classic look. I don't think there's a bigger upgrade, though, going from what I thought were the boring grays to the bold black jerseys that you have hanging behind you.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the coolest uniforms in the league now. The Lions with the black helmets, the black jerseys, and it's so nice.
So it was so special, and to see people were tailgating at 7 a.m. on Thursday, and we got, in true Michigan form, we got every single season in one. It was, it was hot, and then it was cold, and then it rained. I mean, we didn't get snow, but we almost did. Might as well have gotten it, right? So people were out there having so much fun. No one can top. Truly, it's going to be. I don't think anyone's going to be able to top it.
I think even the numbers. I mean, I won't rule out that a city down the line ends up putting physically more people, but and I know, and people know, they didn't let everybody in. That number could have been bigger for Detroit.
Yep.
And it was a record-setting number as is.
It was incredible. Like it meant the whole world to me.
Who's the guy with the biggest breakout this year for the Lions?
If you can hear me, Jim, I'm thinking probably. Oh, okay, I'm thinking probably J-Mo is that guy. You're asking for the breakout type player. Mm-hmm. It's got to be J-Mo because if J-Mo can take it off down the field, now you got your deep threat. Now you got that guy that gets in single coverage, and when he's in single coverage, he's fast. You get him the ball, he'll score touchdowns for you.
And the idea here is
certainly this team is a Super Bowl caliber team. I think it all starts with the quarterback. I think Jared Goff definitely does not get enough credit as being one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. But he has just been steady and gotten better since he's gotten to Detroit. And I got to give it to him because he could have put his head in the sand and been pissed off. And I got traded from the Rams and just kind of went into a funk. But he actually got better, and I'm very, very proud of Jared. I know him. And very happy for him. But when you got a guy like that is pulling the trigger, you got Super Bowl chances anytime. To me, though, I think Jahmyr Gibbs takes it to another level. I think with his ability to be a home run hitter is going to do wonders for this team. And I think people, got a taste of him last year. But I think this year it's going to be one of those seasons where he is going to be a superstar.